Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another beautifully polygonal day here on my procedurally generated community Minecraft server. I'm up here in my parrot's nest, looking out over my ship. Well, not very well, because I'm actually looking over here into that little cubby hole over there, where last time I built an AFK vine farm. Didn't work as great as I thought it was going to. Did not work as well as it had for me in the past. So it was kind of a rebuild to kind of figure out what it was all about and what I was going to do differently and what I could do differently. And I'm thinking about things that I need. Oh, I've got things that I need over there already. All right, so let me go ahead and show you a quick peek of what we've done. Actually, full disclosure, boop, boop, this is a recording. And more than that, it's a remake because I lost my first intro. And then I did a whole bunch of building and construction in here. And now I'm going to go over it instead of showing you it because it's all lost. I'm sorry. But here, come check it out. Let me show you what's going on in here. Alrighty. So, last time we had a channel that we improved upon that made it better for redstone. And now we've improved upon it again. And actually, I can pull some of these things out to kind of show you what's going on. And don't think I can pull out that one, nor should I pull out that one. But I can punch this one. I could, or I could just show you here. Okay, so what's going on here is the same thing with the pressure plate there and a dispenser here and a hopper there. But now there's a hopper underneath there. So the problem with hoppers underneath there, the hopper underneath there solves the problem of having clippers that would sit on the pressure plate and not go back in. So now there's a hopper there. They'll either go through the hopper once the player has moved off it, removing the charge, or it'll be pushed along and go into the other hopper here, right? You might be able to see it better over here. Right, so there, that's a hopper. That's a dispenser, dropper, excuse me, and that's a hopper. Okay, and the redstone is pretty simple too. So the reason I did that was so I can solve that problem. And in order to solve that problem, whenever you put a pressure plate on top of a block that isn't a whole block, like a building block, it won't charge the block beneath it. So the hopper, it would have been cool if the hopper charged, then I wouldn't have had to do any additional finagling, but you know, it is what it is, and it also makes sense that it wouldn't be, so that's probably pretty cool also in its own way. So, let me get out of the water there. So that's what it is. Okay, but, however, comma, it does, on the adjacent blocks, as we already discovered with this dispenser, charge them. So I put a sticky piston here, just to see what I could do, kind of thinking about what I would do, and I was like, well, I got a sticky piston there. Could I put redstone on it? And if I pushed redstone over... Well, no, because then the redstone would be there. Right? So, could I... Oh, you know what? It just occurred to me I could have made this even simpler. I could have just put redstone right here. Oh, no, because then... Yeah, that would cause problems with the dispenser. That's why I didn't do that. Okay, so cool. This is right on. But I can put a slime block there that will push this redstone block out and then power that redstone dust. And that's why the repeater's there, because it won't power the repeater. So then the dust just kind of zoop straight through, and the dust doesn't power any of these blocks, but it does run into a repeater, which leads into this block. So the repeater's down below there. Hold on. There you go. Bam. See? There's the repeater. And then it runs into that block. The repeater fully powers this block, which allows me to put dust on there that will, power and then charge. Not this one. Well, that's a furnace, but the block right there. Right there. I was leaning my head around the corner. So that's how that works, and this is how it works on the other side. Now, because of the slime block, I did have to make a couple little of adjustments, right? So this block here had to be an immovable block, and since I did that, I went ahead and did it on the other side, just for symmetry's purposes, right? And then I got to thinking, well, let me put a couple more of them in there for symmetry's purposes, and this is what we ended up with, right? So it all works, I think, pretty well. I've also taken into consideration that possibly they are popping off the back and coming out the sides, right? So these should help prevent that from happening if that's happening. If they land like right here or right here or right here, that's going to be problematic. That's just going to be some loss. Can't think of anything else I could do other than making these all hoppers that run into that, which I could do. Or could I? No, I couldn't, because directly below that outside is redstone dust. But let's see what happens. It's, maybe it'll work better than it did before, or maybe it won't. All right, but that is something I'm going to do overnight later. I am going to do an overnight session just to kind of see how many I can get. What I'll do here is I've emptied out the box already, right? Oh, I thought I did. Maybe I was experimenting a little. All right, so what I'll do is I'll come over here, and I'll grab some vines and fill in my vines, and I'll put torches. Oh, hold on. I mean, I've got that one. That one's almost done. Let's see what happens. Let me just do a little bit here. This guy here, this guy here. Do I need something down here? Yeah, let's put him there. Why not? And then all this. All right, let's go see. Let's go see what happens. I'll just run this like kind of time-lapsey and start talking again once the clippers start fading away. All right, so here we go. Dropping in, and we'll see what we get. I'll start low first just to get these guys. All right, so as you can see, I'm riding back and forth. Everything appears to be working all right. Let me get that out of there. Appears to be working all right. That you saw it was on the pressure plate, and then once I was off the pressure plate, it went away. All right, let's try this side again. They're all full. Let's see what happens. We're watching you, buddy. It also went onto the pressure plate, and as you can see, once I left the pressure plate, it was A-OK. All right, one more problem solved on the AFK Vine Farm, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get this thing working, and everybody's going to like it, I tell you what. But there is yet another problem I have just discovered, other than the fact that this looks pretty cool. Dude, dig it. I am totally moonwalking and not even trying. All right, so one of the other things I have discovered, as you can see, is that little piece of vine right over there. Oh, this is so satisfying. Look at how well that works now. All right, so I'm going to put blocks up here and then put the fence on top of that. I don't know. Maybe a little loss is okay with me because I like decorations too. And when I actually build something that's more formal, like do a tutorial again on this, it's probably going to be a little bit tighter looking, probably with glass and things like that. All right. And then that shouldn't fill in anything here. Man, oh man. Yeah, I think I'll let this go AFK overnight, and we'll see how many I get. But I also have something else I'm working on in the nether. So I'll do this tonight, whilst I, through the magic of editing, take us right to what I want to do next, which is work on our Zombie Pigman XP gold farm. All right, see you in the nether. All right, welcome back, my friends. We're here in the nether. I'm just kind of walking around my central object, kind of checking it out and thinking about planning what I'm going to do to make my actual collection system. I probably have a whole bunch of gold already built up because of Zombie Pigmen getting mad at me for one reason or another. I'm not really doing anything to them, I don't think, but, you know, maybe they're just volatile to me, encroaching on their space. I've made myself a little way in just in case. I hope they can't climb ladders. If they can, then that's just a couple things I'm going to have to deal with. All right, so here we are in the outer ring. As you can see, I've also placed half slabs periodically across it. That's just to help reduce with the spawns of ghasts. I could have done the whole thing, but and made sure, but I've decided, no, we're working on this, so we can deal it later. All right, so on the next ring up, they are the same 8 here on the edge. I think it's the same circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So 1 up is like that, but then the third layer is 1 back, and then the fourth layer is 2 back. So it would start there. Boop. So here, we'll go up the 1, 2, and then this would be the layer. Right, bam, bam, and I'll just go ahead and put 1, 1 for now. Let me go ahead and light it up too, and actually let me put another little half slab there so it doesn't get crazy. All right, so that's that one, and then we would go up 1, 2, and then this would be the next one, except this one is 1 in. All right, 1, 2, and this one is 1 in. Bam. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is pursuant to Ilmango's design. I believe it was Ilmango. Yeah, for sure. Sorry, buddy. Just making sure. And I believe this is a modified version of Snow Crash. So if those two gentlemen have something that they want to work out betwixt them, those are the two primary sources of my knowledge on how to build this. That's between them. Thank you both, and anyone else who contributed to the knowledge base. All right, moving forward. 1, 2, and then this would be the uppermost layer, and it starts right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Now, I'm here, so I'm going to start working on the outer circle of this one while I'm thinking about it. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over, I believe. Yes, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to do it on the other side. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, some lighting just because. All right, so it's 8 and then 1 in, and this is a unit of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 in, and this is a unit of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4, and then 1 in, and this is a unit of 3. 2, 3. And this is a unit of 2. And then 3 again? Apparently. And then another unit of 2. And actually it feeds into a 1, 2, 1, 2 kind of set here. Alright, so let me do that there. And now I'm going to run over to this and build up and do it again. Okay. The first part of the outer ring is done, and it looked like that worked. Alright, now let me check the inner ring, which I believe is, let's see here, including this one, 1. Let me do the other side while I'm thinking about it. 1, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it goes in and does a sequence of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another sequence of 4. 2, 3, 4. A sequence of 2. A sequence of 3. And then a sequence of 1, 2s, if you will. These little guys right here. Alright, so let me make sure I'm doing it right by coming in from the other side. Let me get some ladders ready, just in case any of them are mad at me. I can start climbing real fast, you know. There we go. Alright, so what number did I say? 6 for the first one. Let me get this guy out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and while I'm thinking about this. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In by 1 and go 4. In by 1 and go 4. A 2 sequence. A 3 sequence. And then a series of 1, 2s. Look at that. Bang! And just like that, the first quarter of this outer circle is complete. To the chagrin of many of Pigman. Let there be no circles, say the Pigman. We hate circles. We want only squares. We will only walk along square routes. Irrational or otherwise, the Pigmen continue to scurry after me. All right, I'm going to let them do their thing. I'm going to keep trying to finish building this out, and I'll get back to you when it's at some level of completion. Stay back, you pigmen. Welcome back, my friends. The uneasy alliance between myself and the pigmen continue as I continue to finish construction of the inner circle now. This is just about it. I think this is the last bit of it. Hold on, we'll be backing up. Yep, there we are. Bam. There we go. Outer circle complete. Inner circle complete. Now all that's left is to fill it in, but I don't want to do that just yet. I've had a couple incidents with the gas still, so I still want to take care of the gas. So what I'm going to do is come over here and get some black stained glass for the top portion. Besides, I'm going to need a lot more stone slabs here in just a bit. But for now, do I need another rack? I'll use it as my... Yeah, I can. I don't think this is going to be nearly enough glass. All right, but let's get started just to kind of show you what we're talking about here. Come on, get up, get up. There we go. All right, this guy over here is where we're going to start. Because, hey, why not? First things first. All right, up we go. Now, this platform only needs to be too tall. Bam, bam. Right, for them to spawn. And then up here can be that. Excellent. And I'm going to put this across all of it. So only 2 high things are going to spawn up here. Right? And then every other, it's going to do the same thing. All right. So this is our preventative maintenance for ghasts in the future. And what we're going to do when we get to the corners here, we do 1 more row. Or, counting out loud, I don't know if I should or shouldn't do that, right? All right. And then this guy. And then that one's kind of out there, huh? We'll see. Then this gets to here. And then... do I hook it around? I'm not sure. I definitely need to have these going everywhere, though, right? So I'm going to keep making them go everywhere. And get as many in as I can before I fill in the next station. And in fact, I'm going to go back and double-check the placement of these in the video that I saw. Man, that should do it. Yeah, right, this should do it because gas need a 3x3x4 space to spawn? Or is it 4x4x5? So this should prevent him from doing that. And what do I do here? Do I bring this one out one more and then make it go angly this way? There's got to be something I do in the corners. Let me see what I do in the corners as well as let me finish up this and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, my friends, I'm taking out the last little bits of my mistakes as I went around filling in the top layer. And as you can see, the top layer is done. And so too are all the glass blocks in place to prevent gas from spawning. Now, there should be no gas coming up here and causing troubles. And hopefully, because no gas are going to be here, no zombie pigmen are going to get angry at me, and I'll be able to fill in the next 2 layers pretty easily. One hopes. All right, but we'll see. All right, but it looks pretty good so far. I need to bring up lights. I need to bring more torches up to actually torch up the platforms themselves. So that's going to require a run back to the ship. And I figured if I'm going to do that, I might as well call it a night for tonight. And then I'll pick it up in the morning and see how much I can get done for you. But I'm going to go back to the ship and do an AFK section over there at the AFK vine farm that I made. And see how it actually does. So I can give you some results. But so far, so good on the zombie pigman farm. And here we are, my friends, back at my AFK Vine Farm on my community Minecraft server. And as you can see, there is a little loss still from the sides here. It's not 100% efficient, but the most important takeaway from this is that there are still 5 shears in that container, that dropper. And over here in this dropper, there are still 9. So I have been able to utilize, 3 shears to get some vines, and in my inventory, I've definitely gotten some extra vines. I'm going to hop out here real fast. So, the idea of putting these blocks here and these half slabs here, these bottom half slabs here, seems to have worked in order to keep the vines inside the system. And the hoppers back into the droppers have seemed to be the solution to make that work. Now, to see the solution, see, now that would be me picking those up. That's the solution to that. Also, you might want to be mindful of your collection system. I had an issue where water wasn't all the way here, so a Enderman showed up in the middle of the night. So you might want to be careful of that. Just make sure it's all covered up with water. So, how long was the AFK session I just did? Well, I'm going to put it right around 18 straight hours, 8 hours, and that's a lot of vine for 18 hours of being AFK, right? Not too shabby, I think. So, ladies and gentlemen, the new and improved AFK Vine Farm. And if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, then please do consider subscribing for more content just like this. If you'd like to see something sooner, YouTube has selected a video for you on my left, and I have selected my Minecraft Community Server playlist on the bottom left. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.